I was 22 when I met Arian. He was tall, charming, and had eyes that flickered like candlelight, warm and unpredictable. He spoke like a poet and smiled like someone who had seen darkness, but chosen to shine anyway. I was young, naive, and desperate to be seen, so I mistook intensity for love. Everyone told me to be careful. They said he was complicated, but when you're starving, even poison looks like a feast. We married within 6 months. In the beginning, it felt like a dream. He brought me flowers, whispered poems in my ear, and held my hand like I was the only thing anchoring him to the earth. But slowly, piece by piece, the mask began to slip. The first time he raised his voice, I thought it was my fault. I had forgotten to call him when I reached home. He said it was because he was worried. The second time, he punched the wall next to my face. He apologized with tears and a bouquet of lilies. "I'm just scared of losing you," he said. But love should never feel like a cage. Over time, the yelling became normal. So did the manipulation. He controlled what I wore, who I spoke to, where I went. He'd hug me and call me his angel right after calling me useless. He'd break me down, then be the one to comfort me. He made me believe no one else would ever love me. I lost myself trying to keep him whole. I stopped writing, I stopped smiling, I stopped calling my mother. And every time I wanted to leave, he'd do something kind, cook my favorite meal, hold me all night, or cry in my lap and say, "You're all I have." But monsters don't always have fangs or claws. Sometimes, they wear wedding rings and whisper, "I love you." One night, after a particularly violent argument, I looked at myself in the mirror. My eyes were empty. I didn't recognize the girl staring back. That night, something shifted. Not because of his cruelty, I had endured that for too long. But because of my silence, I realized that staying quiet was slowly killing me. I packed a bag while he slept. I didn't even know where I was going, just that I had to go. The road to healing was long and brutal. I spent months in therapy, learning that love without respect is not love at all. That abuse can come wrapped in flowers. That monsters are real, but so is the strength to leave them. It took years to rebuild my life, brick by shaky brick. I started writing again. I made new friends. I called my mother. I found myself bruised, yes, but breathing. I sometimes still think of him. I wonder if he ever changed. But I no longer wonder if I was to blame. I wasn't. I was just a girl who loved too deeply and lost herself along the way. Now, I speak, I write, I live for every woman still trapped in a fairy tale that has turned into a nightmare. Because I married a monster, but I became my own hero. Moral: sometimes, the monsters in our lives don't hide under our beds. They stand beside us. Escaping them takes courage, but healing begins the moment you choose yourself.